Hello again, Bobcat friends. It's Miss B, your school counselor. Thank you for coming to our YouTube channel again. Today, I wanted to talk about the difficulty of this situation because it is hard. We have found ourselves in something that we were not expecting and that we are going through as a world. The entire world is going through a pandemic. And we are really living in a historical time right now, and it is at times unbelievable. But I know for sure that there are days when it's really hard, especially for parents. So to my parents out there who are watching this, I want you to know that what you are doing to help provide and love and take care of your families is heroic. What you're doing is very, very difficult. And you are managing so much all at once. So my heart goes out to you, and I am just so impressed with what all of our parents are doing in this situation. Now, some of the things I've noticed that we are kind of feeling collectively in this society, in this change, is that there's a lot of uncertainty. And feelings of uncertainty bring on stress. They bring on anxiety because we don't know what to expect. And that is really, really difficult to deal with. We are also dealing with feelings of grief because we lost what we expected to happen. We lost our sense of normalcy. And at times it can be really, really heartbreaking. And there's things that I miss desperately and that I'm so sad that I don't get to experience at Brookhill anymore. I truly miss seeing my students every day and seeing teachers and going into your classrooms and doing lessons and reading stories. I miss talking to you, and I miss that normalcy. I miss what life was like before. And I'm sad that I'm not going to see you at the end of the year. So we are all experiencing that sense of grief and change and uncertainty. And there's a couple things that I think are really important that we can do about it. So the two things that I'm going to talk about today are self-acceptance and self-compassion and shifting our mindset. So that means kind of changing our thoughts. So the first thing I want to talk about is self-acceptance. And what I mean by that is it is okay to have difficult feelings. It is okay to feel sad, lonely, angry, frustrated, all of those things. The one thing you really don't want to do when you're feeling bad is to feel bad about feeling bad. So when you can accept that you have those difficult feelings, it helps them feel okay inside of your body. And it helps you move through those feelings more quickly. So practice self-acceptance and compassion and let yourself know it is okay to not feel okay, and that feeling will pass, because it will. Feelings do pass. Now, the next thing I wanted to tell you about is shifting our mindset, shifting our thoughts, because there is just a lot of difficulty in this situation. And so I came up with a list of some negative thoughts I've been having and a way that I could change them. And I thought they might be something that you've been thinking too. So the first thing we need to do to change our thoughts is to notice when we're having them. So when you notice you're having a negative thought, catch yourself and think, oh, that's a negative thought. That's not going to help me feel any better. So I'm going to change it. So I have a list to show you of some thoughts that I am working on changing right now. Here we go. Here's my list. So the first thing on the list that I sometimes think to myself is, I can't hang out with my friends. And so I'm trying to change that thought into, my friends and I are protecting each other. Another negative thought is, there is too much uncertainty right now. So I'm changing that too. Even though I cannot control the situation around me, I can control my actions. And that's why it's so important that we practice our coping skills and do activities that help boost our mood. Another negative thought is, I am stuck at home. So I'm trying to change the way I think about that, and I'm telling myself I am safer staying inside and practicing social distancing when I am outside. Another thought that I sometimes have is, I am bored. So what I'm going to tell myself instead is, it is okay to be bored sometimes. I will try different activities to boost my mood. And then this one is probably one of the most difficult thoughts that I have, and it is, I miss the things that I love. So what I'm changing that to is, I am increasing my gratitude for the things that I love. So just like I talked about in our last video, practicing gratitude helps boost our mood. It helps us feel better because it reminds us of the good things that are still in our lives. So this week and the weeks ahead, please practice self-acceptance and compassion. Remember, it is okay to not feel okay sometimes, and those feelings will pass. And you can use your coping skills to help you feel better when you're not doing very well. And then try and change those negative thoughts. If you're noticing that you're thinking some sad, down, depressing things, try and shift the way you think about it, or change the way you think about it, and think of that thing in a positive light. All right, I know that you can do this, Bobcats, because we're perseverant, strong people. I will check in with you again soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.